Seattle, Washington, November the 5th, 2003. The King County Superior Court. In front of a packed room, 54-year-old killer Gary Ridgway pleaded guilty to 48 counts of aggravated murder.
Gary Ridgway is probably the most prolific serial killer in America, if not the world.
He was a killing machine, a man of extraordinary evil.
This is the man who killed 90-plus people. Bro looks like he needs to take a swim in a river to cool off. Oh, wait. He for real said, I'm gonna dump my bodies in the river. Nice now the fish have to taste women ick. Meet Gary Ridgway. He was married 3 times. His last wife was beautiful. Poor woman. Anyhow, Ridgway had a weird childhood. This woman is Gary's mom. It'd say the reason Gary was the way he was. When Gary was a child, he would wet the bed till his mid-teens. His mom would wash his genitalia. His mother also would dress revealing, as she would wash him.
Hell no.
I'm trying to make this somewhat fun to watch, but in all reality, it was awful. All of this did happen. It's not a joke, so be respectful.
Seattle, Washington.
Anyway, due to his mother washing him during puberty, it grew a sexual desire in him. His mom was never motherly to him, and so he grew an attraction to her. He didn't know what a true relationship was. His father was sort of absent. When he was around, Gary's parents would argue, making a hard childhood. As he matured and got into the dating scene, he really wanted sex all the time. He wanted it 24/7 in public, in his truck. He had a tendency to cheat on his ex-wives with sex workers, and he would use them like an object due to his father downgrading people in that field. One thing that is interesting, when he was in early high school, he stabbed a boy and said, I just wanted to know what it felt like to kill somebody. Anyway, Gary would target runaway girls, have sex with them, then strangle them. The girls would range from 14 to 25-ish. Most of the girls were mothers trying to make a living. Gary would particularly drive along the 90 strip near the Green River. He would dump some of the dead bodies in the river and some scattered around the river. The first body was found by a fisherman. He was on his boat and looked into the water, seeing what he thought was a mannequin. 2 boys were riding their bikes on the bridge over the river. They looked into the water, seeing a girl waving her hand. The girl was actually a dead body. The current running was making her hand wave, which I think is very unsettling. More and more bodies would end up in and around the river. Everyone was scared, especially women. It took 20-some years to find the bodies. Gary was your friendly neighbor. Making him an average Joe. Gary would sometimes return to the bodies to have intercourse with them. One of the steps they took to find him was when he took a girl from a restaurant. Her boyfriend saw it and followed the truck that took her, aka this truck. He almost caught him, but the boy got caught in a red light and couldn't find the truck. But he did remember what the truck looked like, which led to Gary's house. The police showed up to his house, asked if anyone was there.
No, just me.
And the police walked away. The police were having a hard time finding Gary, so Ted Bundy reached out to them and offered help from inside his cell in prison.
Here, hold him beer.
Bundy said he's probably a Negro, so he's returning to the bodies. The police had no leads on that, but they listened to him. But guess what?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Your feelings changed like the weather. Went from good to gray on that time of day. How can I go on with the drop ball in the pond? Love can I do to make my baby understand? Something tells
Seattle, Washington.